It's beefy, baby.
Hey.
My name is Luke Hodson.
Alex Morrison.
Hey.
You ready? I'm ready.
It's a movie podcast.
Hey.
Let's get it.
Hey.
Grease-soaked mess.
It's a movie podcast.
Hey. Rated PG-13. Hey.
Your mom didn't make that casserole.
Beef.
Episode 29.
Can you believe that we made it this far?
Not at all.
It's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah,
I can't believe
29 feels so old.
we are old. We're almost 30 years old. 30 episodes old.
30 episodes old, man. That's most TV series don't make it this long.
I know, Alex, we've watched so many movies.
Like a lot of movies.
I think we've
Can
watched...
you believe at the beginning of this we were doing 2 at a time?
It's crazy. We had some real unemployed friend energy at the beginning.
Yeah, we did. We really did. We were because did we ever watch any movies back to back?
Yeah, a few times, I think.
Like back to back, really?
We did that for Rambo and Terraform Mars, for sure.
Yeah, but I feel
Or
like...
no,
okay,
Predator.
yeah.
Predator and Terraform Mars is what it was. Yeah.
Predator, yeah, that makes sense then. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That was just
Something
one
like
of those
that.
nights.
It was just one of those beefy nights, if you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Hey, yo.
Hey, getting beefy with my brother.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling okay. I'm a little worn down with the rehearsal process right now, even though we aren't going particularly hard. The show's in great shape. It's been really fun. Me and the guy that play my Medora buddy, the guy that plays Elvis in our show, who is also named Alex, we entered the Medora mini golf tournament yesterday, and we fucking won, brother.
Hey, let's go.
We won. I can't believe I forgot to send you a
That's
picture of that.
awesome.
I'll send you a picture after the podcast of us and our medals.
You got medals? That's awesome.
Yeah,
Mini
dude.
golf? That's great.
They say first place, baby.
Hell yeah.
We got free golf
You gotta
balls.
frame it? You gotta frame it.
Yeah, we got free tee times to the actual golf course that's right by here.
Whoa, dude.
I know. High rollers.
You're really living that dream, man.
Yeah, now I have to live in Medora until I'm defeated, unfortunately.
I was about to
which
say.
is never
like,
gonna happen.
You'll have to die first, I think.
I know. They're going to give me land if I win 3 more years in a row, so I think I'm going to stick it out.
How much land?
10 acres for every consecutive win in the championship.
10 acres. Oh my god.
Yeah, brother.
That's cool.
I'm going to build a big horse.
Big horse?
Yeah,
big
like
horse
a 30-acre horse. Just a
Wow.
big statue of a horse.
Wait, so that means you would have to win 6 years in a row, right?
Mm-hmm. Well,
For
I said 30-acre horse,
because you get 10
right?
acres after 3 years. Yeah.
Oh,
you would have
yeah.
to-
Yeah, that's true.
yeah. So 10 after 3, and then you'd have to win it 2 more times to get the extra 20 acres.
Yeah.
So let's pretend you do it for like 80 years. Like,
They're just
you
gonna
would just
they're
own
gonna give
Medora,
me
I
the,
think?
they're gonna give me the key to the park.
yeah, they should at this point, regardless. I
Yeah.
feel.
There's so many prairie dogs in that park too.
Very cool.
So
I
we've been
like
calling
prairie
them
dogs.
P dogs.
Do you remember the Detroit Zoo where they had the prairie dog sanctuary and you could stick your head up into that nasty ass glass hole?
Of course. How could
So
I ever
nasty,
forget?
and no one ever cleaned it. Why was it never crystal clean?
Because they wanted to give you the feeling that you were actually a prairie dog, a dirty little dog in the dirt.
Yeah, that's what all kids need. They already all kids are already like that. Like,
Not as much anymore. They're becoming more squeaky clean.
are they?
I'm sure there are still
Where's
some
the-
dirty boys playing in the dirt out somewhere.
Yeah. Well, this might be my last podcast because of a hurricane coming too, as well.
That's true.
I might die, everyone.
Yeah, they said that we had to stop
So
our
long
podcast to stop the hurricane.
And good riddance. Yeah.
Yeah, our podcast is so good that it's attracting extreme weather. It's
it does.
either God telling us to stop or nature loving us. and we just can't.
I do
tell the
feel like
difference.
it's a direct consequence of me. I bought a new comforter and new sheets to make me feel like a big boy.
Okay.
Like I got a really nice comforter, right? I have Euro pillows on the way, so I'll have 8 pillows on my bed.
Did you pay off your bed?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, good. Alex had a loan
Yeah,
on his
it's done.
bed that he's paid off because he's a big adult man.
Yeah. Euro pillows, some decorative pillows, some regular pillows, some tan sheets, and some gray and black comforter and additional sheets.
Man,
And now a hurricane is going to come and ruin all of it.
just bring it away. You're acting like we just live in a hut by the river.
We kind of do live in a hut by the... What? We do. Our place is a hut, and it looks like we're near a river. So I think
All right, that's fair.
that's fair. That's
The
a fair
river's
assumption.
far away enough.
Is it?
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. You can just hide in the fallout shelter.
Tell that to the boat people. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, the fallout shelter.
Yeah, you should put a boat on the roof and see if you can use it.
I feel like we might be able to. Do you think if I go outside in 165 mile per hour winds, I'll be able to fly?
I think if you jump right into it, yeah,
Really?
you'll probably be
At
able
least
to
have
fly
like a
for
big
while.
jump.
Listen, I'm
That'd be pretty
imagining
cool.
I'm imagining if someone like jumped off the top of the World Trade Center and like just caught the wind. I feel like you could fly to Brooklyn in the hurricane.
Oh, easy.
I don't think you'd have much control, unfortunately, but if you did it just
Yeah, you'd
right,
be flailing around.
Yeah, it'd probably
but
be
yeah, you
spinning
could
you a
definitely
little bit.
make it.
I wonder what the longest time a human has spent in the air was, like getting blown by the wind, like strictly storm related.
That's a good question.
Like you see like the videos of like cows and shit like flying in tornadoes. Like how long are those
Yeah.
boys up there?
For a while, I think they just go in circles and circles and circles.
And they just get so dizzy.
Yeah, God,
then
that
they-
must suck.
And then they land and everything's okay.
Do cows get dizzy? Do you know?
I'm sure they've got to get dizzy. Everybody's got like
I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, do cows get dizzy?
Do cows get dizzy? Cattle have like nervous disease, and it's also a symptom of mad cow disease if a cow starts acting dizzy.
Ooh. So if a cow gets dizzy, it's donezo.
Yeah.
I'm sure if you spin them in a circle enough, they get
So does
dizzy.
that mean that if you... Yeah, I was going to say, so does that mean every cow that's ever gotten sucked up into a tornado, which is often, like, do they all get just mad cow disease by definition?
No, I don't think so. I think they probably just die when they hit the ground, unfortunately. Big sad. Some cows are beefy. I'm sure there's been a cow that survived it, though.
I don't think so. I don't think there's probably ever been a cow that's...
You don't
Survived
think a cow has hit it and is like, oh.
Name one.
Name one.
Name one. Name one.
Bo.
Bo who?
Bo Horseman. The cow.
Like BoJack Horseman? Like the
No.
horse from Horsing Around?
Nope.
From that TV show in the 90s?
Nope. I came up with a completely unique and original name.
Sure. Okay. Neat.
I don't want to hear anything different.
But you know what I want to hear? I want to hear a question of the day.
Mac and cheese or mashed potatoes?
Ugh, whatever.
Oh, you don't like that question?
Ma-
Then you ask the
Mac and
question,
cheese
big
on a
guy.
good day.
You ask the question.
Hey,
you
my
big tough guy.
question last week led to a 10-minute discussion. Is all I'm saying.
What was the
I guess I
question
can talk
again?
about mac and cheese. I asked you about your 5 films that you would incorporate
Oh,
into universe.
okay.
I
Okay,
asked you 2 questions. I think.
what are 5 things that you would bring on a deserted island?
Fine, and they can be any 5 things. Can it be people?
You can have 2 people.
I can have 2 people.
I'll let you bring 2 people. If you bring 2 people, you can only bring 2 items, though.
Okay, so then what's my 5th thing?
Nothing. You give it up. A second person is worth 2 things.
Okay, I can do this. I can do this. I gotta bring a survivalist, right? So I'm gonna bring my grandpa Larry, as he is. I think he's good with that stuff.
Nice, nice.
I'm not sure how much we would get along after a day or so, but I know he'd be good for teaching me how to do stuff.
Nice.
I would also bring a surplus of vapes with me.
A surplus of vapes?
Yeah,
Oh, man. Okay.
just so I can, not be angry the whole time, obviously.
Fair.
Does this island have food on it?
You can find some. Yeah, maybe.
Like, are there animals? Is there
They're
things I can
animals.
eat? You gotta tell
They're
me.
animals. Yeah,
They're
they're like little deer and little
little deer.
jackals, and little jackals and rabbits and crabs and iguanas and non-venomous snakes, except for one. That one's a mystery snake.
And that okay.
There are turtles. There are 3 elephants there.
There are elephants. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
Indian elephants, so they're not as big. There's a skeleton that comes to life for 15 minutes every third Wednesday under the full moon.
Okay, so I can keep track of time. I don't need to bring a calendar. Nice.
Yeah, they have a different lunar cycle there. It's every 3 weeks instead of every month.
Okay.
What else? Yeah, sometimes
Well,
the
in
sand
that
gets hot.
case, okay. Sometimes the sand gets hot. So I have
Yeah.
vapes. I have my Grandpa Larry. I'm gonna bring a bow and arrow so I can shoot things from a distance to eat them. Okay.
Nice. You just don't want to bring a loaded gun.
Yeah, I was thinking about bringing a baddie or like a really pretty girl, but that would just not be good for me. I don't think. Not on a deserted island. Not when there's stuff to do, because I'll just be like, "Can we cuddle?" It just won't be good.
You can just cuddle with the baby elephant.
Yeah. I don't need no ladies
If you
there. I
if
just
you
need my
befriend
baby
them,
elephant.
if you find them little foods to give them.
Easy peanuts.
Oh, I did forget to say that there was an enormous amount of peanuts on this island. That's why the elephants came.
They swam all the way there because they heard of the elephant, or they heard of the peanut surplus.
Yes.
Okay, and then and then I get one more thing. I think. I'll take an oven.
It's just an oven.
Yeah, and then I want a bed with a canopy.
A bed with a canopy. Nice.
Yeah, and I can just build my house around the bed with the canopy.
Okay.
Yeah,
That sounds good
I
to
think
me.
that's all I need.
I dig it.
Yeah. What about you?
I'm gonna bring Jeff Probst. I just want to see how the fellow would be able to hold up. I feel like he talks a big game, and I want to see if he can back it up.
Who is this?
Jeff Probst is the host of Survivor.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just gonna bring Jeff Probst. I feel like he'd have a can-do attitude. And I'm going to bring a harpoon for fishes.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring a I'm gonna
You'll want to bring a vape too, by the way.
No, I'm gonna say I don't. I won't. Jeff will help get me over the hump.
I'm not sure about that.
I know he can. I know Jeffy can do it. So what? Did I just say a harpoon and Jeff Probst? I'll also bring. I'm gonna bring like 100-pound barrel worth of water purification tablets.
You don't need that though. You know.
Yeah, you do.
No, you don't. TikTok has lots of videos to show you how to do that.
But you
Just
don't
look
get
it up
to-
before you get to the island.
You don't get to watch them before. You're just transported.
You've never seen those videos.
No.
What?
Nope. I don't have TikTok.
There's no way you haven't seen a video pop up on anything about how to just,
About
like-
water purification? DIY
Yeah.
water purification? No. I've never seen
Yes.
that. I've never seen that.
Odd.
I'm also going to bring a What am I gonna bring? I am going to bring. I'm gonna bring a lucky hat and a set of hunting knives.
Okay.
That's what I'll bring.
So you're going for survival. I'm going for comfort.
I'm going for the fucking bare bones, brother.
I'm going for Minecraft free roam, like just non-survivor.
Yeah, that's fair. I am going just full survival. No comfort. I'm sleeping in the sand, brother.
I like it. I like it. Okay. All right. Cool. See, that's a good question. Mashed potatoes and macaroni and cheese.
Okay, I started off a little weak.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Oh my god. Okay, let's talk about this movie.
What movie did we watch?
I watched a movie called Goodfellas that came out in 1990.
Oh, who was that by?
Scorsese, I think.
Scorgegi.
Scorgegi, and it's 2 hours and 26 minutes long.
It's how many minutes long?
That would be 120 plus 26, so 146 minutes.
Oh, yes. That is true. So 2 hours and 26 minutes.
Yeah, right about.
That crazy math. What's this movie
God.
about, Alex, huh?
I don't know. It's like about a guy who wanted to be a gangster for his entire life. And he gets his wish and becomes a gangster, and he lives a gangster life, and he has a gangster ending.
And he gangsters it up. He gangsters all over the place.
Yep, that's the movie.
What are your general thoughts on the film, huh?
I was very whatever about this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's like there's not really like a whole story. It's kind of just like things happen with this guy, and people become shittier as they grow up, obviously, and yeah, like there wasn't really anything for me to like super latch onto. Like I feel like we've been introduced to the anxiety of like really good gangster people doing bad shit, you know. This just wasn't one of my favorite ones.
Not one of your
to do it.
favorites? I liked
No.
it. It definitely gave me some like whiplash coming off of Lady Bird.
Yeah.
Like Lady Bird into Goodfellas is a wacky combination for sure.
Yeah, yes.
I liked Ray Liotta. I hadn't really gotten to see like Ray Liotta like be a main role in something. I haven't watched a lot of like leading man Ray Liotta movies.
Yeah, it's fun. He has like a really interesting he can have a really cool innocent type of presence.
Yeah, which was
Even
cool.
when he's kind of doing nefarious types of things or whatever, but like he's very versatile in maybe a movie that wasn't really designed for versatility.
That's fair.
You
I
know?
really liked Lorraine Bracco in this too. She was very good
Who-
as his like spurned
she was
wife.
fun.
Yeah, his scorned wife basically.
Yeah.
What a beautiful
That poor
relationship
girl.
they had.
Yeah, just the best.
I want every single one of my relationships that I ever have to be just like that one.
Don't put that into existence, Papa. Don't do it.
I know. Yeah, they were
Bad.
they were pretty fucked up. They were pretty fucked up indeed. When he started just getting like crazy houses for his other girlfriend, I was like, "Oh, brother."
Yeah.
And her mom got it right. Her mom was like, "This guy's never home. Who knows who he's out with? What he's doing? You just don't know." I like how their solution to like just being shit ass people is just like giving everyone $20.
Every single person gets
Yeah,
$20. That's crazy.
Everyone gets $20. Then like when they just like casually hand off like a couple grand.
Yeah, he's like, listen, I'm just gonna give you 20 grand, or I'm gonna give you 2 grand. Just like go have fun, go use it. Go,
Yeah.
protect yourself.
And also how they're like extremely wealthy, except that they're completely not because they just blow everything immediately.
Fur coats and pink cars, yeah.
Yeah, craziness. I did like the one. I thought that they handled the relationships like within the circle really well. I thought that was really good. Like for how many characters they
Yeah.
were, I thought that they like connected the dots really well, which was fun. Scorsese had some fun little some fun imagery in here too. Like more so just in some of the shots that they had. Like there was one where like they were moving into their new house and like the moving guy was carrying a mirror and you saw like reflections of like I couldn't remember if it was the inside or like reflections of like someone's face or something as he was walking
Yeah, it
by.
was like outside while they were moving stuff in, yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I liked the scale of it too. I liked how they went from like East New York in like 1950 or 1955 or whenever it was, like all the way to the 80s. I thought that was fun just to see how like everything
I
changed.
thought it was so funny. Like my movie going experience was kind of like askew because like the first bit it's like East New York 1970 when they dropped the body off at the beginning.
Yeah.
And then I think I looked down at my phone or something and I looked back up and it's just like this kid and all these super old cars and I was like, this isn't the fucking 70s. Somebody, the era's wrong. This is not correct.
But
why are,
you just
why are the
weren't paying
cars like
attention.
this?
Yeah.
And I was like, why is there old jazz music playing? This is the 70s, right?
Not anymore.
I was
partner.
tripping for legitimately 25 minutes until
Oh,
the next
what?
time jump. I was
Until the
like-
next time jump, and you're like, oh, I see.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite gangster boy?
Man, that's a good question. I mean, I liked Robert De Niro did not do or say a ton in this one, honestly. Like
That's
comparatively to the other two,
Yeah,
I think.
that's fair.
But I kind of like his character being like ends up being the moral center of this group of people that doesn't have a tremendous moral center. I do, however, think Joe Pesci's character is way more interesting.
Dude, Joe Pesci's character deserved everything he fucking got in the end.
Oh, yes.
I was so glad
Oh
when
my
that dude
God.
got fucking whacked, dude. Ugh. What just a little insecure bitch, man.
My thing is, too, like, a lot of these hits are kind of personal, you know?
Oh yeah, they're so personal.
And they never, like they just do it, and then they're like, whatever. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
Like,
the mob
I
was
just-
waiting a long time for their hit on the hit against Tommy from getting their made man.
Yeah, they were, yeah, but even just, like, making those moments more personal, I would have been like, ooh, maybe a little bit more invested, but they literally do just, like, they just happen. And I do like Ray Liotta's, like, kind of monologue toward the end where he's like, you know, because we're so close-knit, if you're whacking someone in your own crew, like, you do it with a smile on your face, you don't say anything.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
But, like, I don't know. Like even Joe Pesci's one, I would have been like, I would have liked to see the guys put him in that room and be like, you know what this is for.
Yeah. We're gonna give you a stern
You know?
talking to, buddy, before we put you 6 feet under.
Because isn't it one of those, like, you're not, there's no lesson to be learned. You're just gone. It's like, there's no punishment, really.
Just death, immediate death.
You know? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel bad for the dude that they whacked at first, that made man. I mean, he was a total
Yeah.
dick, and he probably had it coming too. But for him to get like just beat savagely and then like be like barely alive in the trunk of this car for so long, like while they're having dinner with with Tommy's mom.
And then stabbed relentlessly and then thrown into a dirt patch.
and then they
upstate.
shoot him. They shoot him for no reason. They shoot through the floor of the trunk of that car, basically. I'm like, you got to get rid of the car, right? Like,
I don't know, man. Seems like the 70s were just a wild, wild west without fingerprints. I don't know.
yeah, it was. I wondered what it would have been like if they played a little bit more with Henry Hill's conscience in this, Because they're like little
Yeah.
inklings of like him like caring for the people that are getting hurt. At least on the sidelines of all
I
this
feel
stuff.
like the only one that really was like that was it Morris?
Oh,
The guy
yeah.
with the toupee?
Yeah. Maury for sure. Well,
Where
but
he-
also, like,
yeah.
when he's a kid and that dude gets shot in the hand and he uses, like, 8 aprons to, like, patch him up, or, like, when, like, Spider gets shot and everything. I mean, they're still, like, you know, they
The
don't
spider
give
kill, that one I was like, okay, this guy deserves to fucking die.
Yeah, I didn't expect Michael Imperioli in this one. It was fun to see, like,
Yeah.
little baby-faced Michael Imperioli.
But he was supposed to be like a kid,
He
kid.
was. He was supposed to be, like, 16, 18, something.
Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah, that was pretty brutal. We get to see young Samuel L. Jackson in this movie, too.
Yeah, dude, when he was, like, before he was untouchable
Yeah,
in
I,
anything
like-
he was in.
Yeah, I, like, barely recognized him with how he was, like, such a skinny boy.
I didn't think there would be any black folks in this movie, honestly,
know.
with the way they were talking.
No, I know. I was like, oh,
Jesus Christ.
I was like, they kind of calmed down when the 70s hit a little bit. But even before then, they were
Yeah.
saying that shit, too. So, like, in the 70s era shit, you know? I liked
I didn't
my...
realize that the Italian folks were like that. That's fucked up.
Who would have ever thought that an Italian man could be racist? It's crazy.
Huh.
I do like how they had the scene with the N-word in there, and then like a few scenes later, one of the guys is like, they're racist against Italians. How can you be racist?
Oh, how the Jewish
I'm
girl
like,
was like not gonna date him because he's Italian.
yeah, hide your cross. But she was right.
crazy.
The Jews were right not to trust the Italians. They just got their ladies involved in no good things.
Fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I didn't care for this movie, like, at all. Like, it's not... I'm trying to really think what did it for me. Because some of the... I mean, like the performances were great. The performances were really good.
Yeah, that performance that Joe Pesci had, like, that really, like, one of the first scenes that we really meet, like, grown-up Tommy DeVito. The whole,
Oh, like the one when he's, like, saying I'm a funny guy?
Yeah, that was good.
I've seen that scene around on the internet, and I know that's, like, a big... Like, a big, like, referential scene for a lot of things and people and actors and filmmakers and things like that.
Yeah. That and, like, the garlic scene, when he's slicing the garlic super finely, when
Yeah.
Paulie is.
I was like, where in the prison is this?
Yeah, right?
Whose cabin is just in the middle of the yard?
Yeah, right? And, like, when Karen rolls up and she's, like, taking all this shit off of her that she's supposed to be sneaking in, and the cop's just like, oh, brother.
Been like, put the bread away, put the bread away, put
He's
the
like,
bread away.
he's like, everyone knows, but now they know. You know?
all the other wives in there are like, I'm not bringing you bread. Just
Yeah,
so you
let's
know.
talk about the random shot of the girl giving head to one of the prisoners just in the visitor area.
I didn't see that.
I did. That was a clear moment.
Of course you did. You sneaky
What
dog.
what are you saying about me, huh?
I'm saying you're a head man.
Okay.
You're a head man, aren't you?
I'm not.
No?
Am not. Take that back.
Oh, it upsets you that you're not.
Take that back.
Or does it upset you that you are?
Take it back.
Interesting.
You think I'm a head man?
I do.
I'm trying to get into the funny guy scene, but I don't. Have
Oh,
enough
we can get it.
energy.
Yeah. Oh, it's okay.
I'm trying.
I just want to go, haha, you're a head man. Haha, you're a head man.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I mean, like you're
What you think?
Like-
you think I'm just some
like you're a
guy
head
that
man,
likes
like
the-
you like head.
You thinking that I'm a funny guy like that? You think I like that kind of shit?
Yeah, you know, like
seriously,
slobbing knobs.
seriously.
and
What are you trying to say? What do you mean by that?
Hey, take it easy.
What do
Wookie.
you mean?
Take it easy.
No, you're the one that's bringing this up like that. What do you mean?
No, he really had me going there for a second.
Nah,
he
I'm
really
just-
had me going there for a second.
This guy, this joke. Of course, I love head. I'm a head man. Yeah.
That's funny. That was good.
Oh, thank you.
And scene.
Scene. Thanks, Atlantic
Jill
Acting
Dion would be
School.
proud.
Who would be
Yep.
proud?
Jill Dion.
Ooh, Jill Dion would be proud, wouldn't she? I'm sure.
Mhm.
Like, I love to hear them talking about that.
I miss Jill Dion.
Yeah, me too. Good lady. Good teacher.
Okay. All right.
Or we
See, I almost had one of your. I almost had one of your moments where you're like, "Oh, I forgot I was on a podcast."
Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, I almost. Yeah.
So what did you
Alright.
not like about this movie? If it's whatever for you.
I don't know. Like, it's not. The plot isn't all there. Like, I don't know. It didn't keep me extremely engaged because I think the movie treated its most prominent moments with a very. It's not lackluster, but like a very casual nature, you know?
Yeah, there's
Like,
definitely a lot of
any
apathy
extreme
in this
thing that
movie.
happens. Yeah. And even like the spider thing was my favorite moment because I was like, I wouldn't have expected him to kill this kid. It's like another one of those haha funny, like the kid got at him, whatever, and then he makes this like extreme choice, and like they're like, why'd you do that? He's dead. And he's like, whatever, just take like I'll bury the body. You don't have to. And he's like, I'm not burying that body. And I'm like, okay, but like what the fuck? And then like occasionally later on they're like, you know, Tommy has a problem. Tommy's a little bit on the wild side.
For sure.
And I'm like, okay, let's do something about it then. Like,
Yeah, seriously. I was like, I really thought that Tommy was gonna like get all of them killed. Honestly, you know,
I did too.
instead of just
And
himself.
like there are just lots of these little things that like again, like I've had this issue with a couple of things we've seen where like not even issues, but like there are plot points that can be explored that would be so much more fascinating.
That's fair. I
Like-
wonder
like
how
in
much
terms
of how
of-
much of this. I wonder how much they did because it stayed like true to the story, and like how much was embellished or changed. You know.
I was just having that thought too, but like movie does a really good job of this, which is also a Scorsese movie, I think, is Wolf of Wall Street.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Like even with the intermingling of like wives and girlfriends and stuff, like I cared about those people more than I cared about any of Ray Liotta's girlfriends. And his wife went so far off the deep end that I was like, well, I mean, and there's even the point where Paulie was like, when you come back, like you're done. You're with your wife. Period.
Yes.
This
yeah,
is too
they, like,
messy.
sit him
She's
down.
getting too messy.
And then he just like
and,
doesn't
like, they-
listen anyway.
Yeah, he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care.
Yeah.
And like,
Kind of takes
what about the
Polly for
what about
granted
the
there.
stuff like he does? And then what about the stuff? It's like, oh, the biggest heist in North American history or whatever, and you hear it on the radio.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't
get
see
to
any
see
of
any
it.
of it. Yeah, yeah.
It's just them celebrating, and like, do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, it's a lot
There
of
are
like
just some
getting
things
it's
that I
it's a
would've
lot of
seen
getting
to,
phone
like-
calls and talking about the phone calls for sure.
yeah, this would have translated well as like a limited series type thing, and then you would have had more time to explore more intimate moments and even like the more like actiony heist things, and deep dives into characters like Tommy.
Yeah.
But I
yeah,
also
yeah.
do get it's from the narrative perspective of Ray Liotta's character and his wife for some reason.
Yeah, it is interesting when her narration gets thrown in there too.
Yeah.
And she doesn't have very much. Like she has a little bit of it.
But
Yeah.
that just must be their testimony, I'm assuming. That's just their testimony in court because he ended up being a snitch.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe that's it. What I really liked about what I did like about the movie in general was just like the descent into madness that everyone had that was like a part of this gang.
Yeah, some form of madness, whether it's just like being an innate killer or developing extreme anxiety and paranoia.
Yeah. And then like that just
Yeah.
and like the more successful they are, like the unhappier they are with everything, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like wearing them down, you know?
As it would, man.
Yeah. It would
Dude,
definitely.
if you-
I'm sure it would
if
be
you
an
handed
exhausting
me-
lifestyle.
if you handed me a stack of money and were like, "This is for you. Don't fuck it up." Like we're real serious about it. I'd be like, take it back.
I can't handle it. I'm not cut out to be a
I'd be like,
maid man.
Oh my god, just take. I don't want it. I don't want it at all. Please.
Yeah, please keep it away from me.
Yeah. And then like there's like a random coke addiction, and I thought the this movie lacked some sexy, but the sexiest part, and it was so small. It was the smallest bit. Was when like he's hanging out at his girlfriend's house, who has like the small dog, and all the girls are in the bedroom. He like is like messing with her on the bed, and they all get up and walk away. And he's like fucked up, and he looks at the one girl who ends up being the other coke girl.
Yeah.
And like walks her down, and she like backs into a wall.
Into the wall.
And
Yeah.
I was like, that was kind of hot. That was kind of cool.
You're like my man. Henry's got it.
I like it's like the fear-induced sexiness. I'm like, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was something for sure. Yeah, I don't know really what else to say about it.
It's gonna be a short one. That's okay.
I think this is going to be a short one, unfortunately. I do think overall I liked the movie. I think I'm going to have a significantly different rating for it than you are, which I'm excited to hear about. I thought the pacing of the film was really good. Like for that was my opinion at least. I was fine with like the slice of life stuff where it's just like following like by the years and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just see like really shitty people do really shitty things. And I wouldn't even necessarily say that it was like grossly entertaining, but it did hold my attention, you know?
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, I mean, and this is like pre Sopranos and everything. And this is kind of like a movie like off the tail of The Godfather, basically, right? Like, when did The Godfather come out?
Godfather came out in the 70s, I thought.
Yeah, 72. What am I saying? When did The Godfather 3 come out?
But yeah, definitely it's like there's a spanning like 30-year renaissance of
Gangster
mobster
movies.
stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's definitely because a lot of them are like older or now dead, that like they can be told in this type of way. Because I recently I thought there was like a movie or a TV show about The Godfather and how it was made, and like Italian gangsters were like, don't make this fucking movie.
Oh yeah. You're gonna reveal too much.
And like, yeah, and I do wonder if Scorsese dealt with any of that with this, or like the guy who wrote the Wise Guy book.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I mean? Or was it one of them that wrote the book?
Yeah, could have
I
been.
think a documentary about this would have been very entertaining.
Would have been like even more entertaining. Yeah, I totally get that. Just like, yeah, just hearing like how everything happened and everything like that, rather than just seeing it through the perspective of our main boy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm ready to jump into ratings.
Yeah, what's your rating, huh?
Goodfellas is a it's like Leaving Me to Be Desired.
Damn. This is a pretty controversial opinion of yours. If we go off the critics and popular consensus.
I know, right? Yeah, if the mob shows up at my door, it's just a movie review podcast.
I don't think they care.
Yeah, I don't know. 4.5.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
Wow.
It's just not my cup of tea, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give Goodfellas a 7.9.
Okay.
I'll give it a 7.9. I thought it was. I appreciated the filmmaking. I thought the pacing was really good. I thought the performances were great. And I liked that like slow descent into madness and just like the absolute apathy that everyone had for like everyone around them in their lives. I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, pretty depressing, but definitely interesting. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What would you do? What kind of meal would you give this, huh?
Spaghetti.
Odito spaghetti. How many meatballs?
2.
How big are the meatballs?
Medium.
Medium meatballs.
Yep.
All right, a spaghetti and 2 meatballs. I'm gonna give it a veal parmesan because it's the loss, it's the death of innocence, you know? It's the death
Very
of
nice.
innocence, and it's painted together in a pretty picture that makes it seem savory and tasty, but it does not care about the life that was taken for it.
I like that. I like that.
Bam.
Okay. Cool. Well, then I guess we move on to our hopeful sponsors.
Yes, hopeful Did we do hopeful sponsors last episode?
No, we forget sometimes.
We do. Sorry, guys.
Okay, hopeful sponsor time.
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to be sponsored by one of those tablets that you can make drawings on. Because I've always wanted one.
Like a tablet in general, or one specifically made for graphic design?
Yeah, like a graphic design tablet.
That'd be fun. You'd have so much fun with that.
Yeah, it'd be really cool. I think that's what I would want.
Yeah, we need to get sponsored by them so you can get a free little drawn tablet.
That'd be cool. Yeah, nothing crazy, nothing exciting.
I dig it. What would you draw? What's the first 3 things you would draw with it?
Oh, that's a good question. I wanted to start designing the Samuel Court logo.
Ooh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, I would do that.
I'd be excited to see what you think of that. Also, to everyone listening to the podcast, we finished our primary photography on that.
Yeah, did we tell anyone that?
I can't remember if we talked about it on the last podcast.
I can't either. I'm going to start putting some behind the scenes photos and videos on the Patreon.
Yeah, you gotta pull that up, baby.
I will probably once like everything is like done.
Yeah.
Just so we have some time before we even decide what release is going to look like.
Yeah, very fair.
Because we haven't really talked about it. But we will.
No, we haven't. We haven't had a lot of table talk on that. Well, not a lot of post-production talk.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's not primary photography, it's principal photography.
Yeah,
Sorry
principal photography.
to all of the film buffs out there. I didn't mean to sound ignorant in that sense.
It's primary, not tertiary. Or secondary.
I'm just a little... Yeah, it's principal, Alex.
Right. It's not assistant principal. It's not teacher.
It's the principal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not about the principle of it. It's about the principle, you know?
And it's not about the superintendent. It's the superintention.
Ooh.
Ooh,
You know what?
baby.
I want to be sponsored by a thesaurus. I want to be sponsored by a thesaurus that you just read and you know?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about a chip you put in your head. I'm talking about just, like, perfectly absorbing all information within written text.
Would that make you chronically annoying, though?
I don't think so. I think it just depends on how you use your knowledge.
Because I feel like if you have it all, why not use it all?
I don't know. I feel like I know, like, almost an uncomfortable number of facts about the Star Wars universe, but I feel like I don't, like, make that my personality. You know,
That's real.
If I just knew a bunch of words, do you think I'd be like, actually, the origin of this word is derived from the Greek, not the Latin, and it means to poop.
You know what? I think you should start. I think you should go get a thesaurus today.
Yeah, maybe that's
Yeah.
what I'll do in all my downtime after we open the show. I'm just gonna memorize a thesaurus. Yeah,
That's a good idea.
just memorize the whole thing.
See how far you can get before you come back.
Yeah, we'll see. I could be super advanced.
Yeah, we like advance.
Yes,
We
yes,
like
yes.
advancement. We like growing, learning, conceptualizing.
Stretching, you know?
Yeah.
Flattening.
Mhm.
Elongating.
Idealizing.
Elevating.
Elevating's a good one.
Mm-hmm. We like synchronicity, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Synthesizing is always a good one, Yeah, I choose a thesaurus, not any sort of. Let's find some. Thesaurus.
What we're talking about really is the amplification of knowledge, or like the flourishment,
Ooh,
the development, the burgeoning, the flowering.
I see. The
Yeah.
omnipresence of it all.
Yeah.
Or is it omnipresence?
Prescience.
Omnipresence. I think it's omnipresence. Yeah, that's what it would be there.
Is it omniscience?
Oh, omniscience. Well, omniscience and being omniscient and omnipresent, I guess those are kind of similar terms, aren't they?
Look at us.
Thesauruses, where are you at? Well, no, omniscient is to know everything. Omnipresent is to like always be around. Basically, omnipresent is to be like among all things, I think.
I want you to repeat exactly what you just said.
What did I say? I'm forgetting already. I'm tired.
Me too. It's like nap time.
Sorry about this low energy pod, everyone.
Yeah, this is super low energy.
Yeah, my bad. I'm just a little sleepy guy.
You're sleepy for over half of these episodes.
I know, I'm just so sleepy all the time. I also want to be sponsored by a hat that I can put on that just makes me awake and alert.
Okay.
That's what I choose. You know what? I should drink a cup of coffee after this. That would be nice.
I want some juice.
Just a little cup of coffee. I drank some orange juice today. I have a resident assistant at the place that I'm living right now, and she keeps bringing me free shit. She brought me 2 free breakfast sandwiches today.
Wait, you have a butler?
Not a butler. Glow's not a
Sounds
butler.
like-
She's just a pal.
Sounds like you got a butler.
Glow is not a butler.
Glow the butler?
No, Glow's my neighbor, but she's
Sorry.
not my butler.
Glow the assistant?
She's not an assistant. She's just a nice lady.
Who brings you sandwiches?
Sometimes. She got me ribs one
and
time.
Others. What?
She just like randomly hits me up. She's like, "Hey, do you want ribs?" And I'm like, "Of course." And then like 5 seconds later, I hear a knock at the door, and it's Glow with like 2 pounds of potatoes, green beans, and ribs.
Ah, okay.
Medora's just trying to plump me up, dude. I'm just getting plumped at every turn.
You're Hansel and Gretel.
I think I'll probably gain 15 pounds being out here.
That's okay.
I feel like that's a promise.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, my new plump physique.
No, that
Bam.
ass is just gonna be quaking.
I know, dude. I can feel my ass and thighs growing, and my little belly.
Good lord. Well, everyone.
My good little belly.
No, you got a cute belly.
A cute little belly.
Yeah. Thanks everyone so much for listening to the 29th episode of the Bucket of Beef Show. Yeah, 29. Next one's 30. Wow.
Oof.
If you like what you're listening and you want to listen to more, make sure to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Bucket of Beef Show. You can also follow us on patreon.com/Bucket of Beef Show for tons of exclusive content. Yeah.
We'll be doing some more Power Rangers soon. Sorry to keep you guys waiting on that.
Yeah, I don't have an excuse for that.
We'll do it.
Okay. So quick Patreon shout out. We have Steven, Jason, Jenny, Amanda, Victor, Julia, Dwight, Adam, Julia, Elle, Dina, Brittany, Olga, Rick, Nicole, Nikita, and, as always, the best good fella, Nicholas!
Nick would never shoot a kid.
No, never.
I don't think he could do it.
No.
Yeah. Thanks for not being a person that would shoot a child, Nick. We really appreciate that.
Yeah.
There aren't too many guys like you left in the world.
No. We appreciate that the most.
Yes.
That's also because we don't want to get shot.
Yeah, we're just little boys after all, right?
Yeah, we're just lads.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I'm not anymore because I'm a cool comforter. But,
Yeah, you do have a cool comforter. Yeah.
But,
And I live in a hotel room and get paid for living there.
yeah. We're not boys.
Yeah.
We're just
We're just little scraggly guys, you know.
scraggly is perfect.
We're into the scraggly man phase.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good night, everyone. Peace and love be with you, and also with you.
Bye.
Luke.
Bye. Peace to you, my man, my friend.
Okay. Hit him with the outro.
You don't see it coming. It's gonna start a coming right now. Don't you know? It is
It's
here.
almost here. It's right
Almost
here.
coming. Don't
Oh,
forget.
Fuck.
In 3,
Ah!
2,
Ah!
1.
Ah!
Ending of the pod.
He's a liar. He's a liar.
Beef.
Bottom of the barrel.
Bottom of the bucket.
Bottom of the bucket.
Yeah.
Beef.
Seasoned to perfection.
Divine.
Too wet.
Beef.
It's a masterpiece, baby.
Beef.